Look, you've got tons of questions about the case. So tonight, it's time for America Asks, Diddy on Trial edition. My legal experts are back with me. Let's get to it so you all can answer a little bit as well. First question, starting with the question about Ventura's testimony. Jeremy, I'll ask you this one. This viewer wants to know, how much can Cassie talk and whether the settlement came with an NDA?
She can talk about everything and anything in that courtroom, not necessarily outside that courtroom, because she's doing so under subpoena. So she's complying with the lawful order. So she has that ability and right to do so. Can't be discussing it outside just because she wants to, but in that courtroom, wide scope.
And you give subpoenas to even cooperative witnesses too sometimes,
Absolutely.
right? Joey, let me ask you this question. Another viewer asks this question. Where did the sex trafficking and RICO, also known as racketeering, charges come from?
So sex trafficking deals with the force and the fraud and the coercion involved in having sex, right? Which is distinguishable from regular prostitution where everyone's consenting, right? So that's what sex trafficking is. As it relates to RICO, defense attorneys always believe that it's an overcharge, right? What they're essentially saying, they being prosecutors, are that you ran this business organization not to produce records, not to enhance your brand, but for the purpose of sexually exploiting, degrading, and otherwise getting whatever you were doing by virtue of having these freak-offs, etc. And so the RICO allows them to bring in all these other acts and all the other beatings and all the other instances of his misconduct and criminality alleged.
All right, let's go to another question from a viewer. Mimi, I'll ask you this one. This viewer wants to know, are there others in Diddy's circle that are charged with racketeering? And how can a conspiracy involve only one person?
So a conspiracy cannot only involve one person, but the other conspirators do not have to be charged. You can have unnamed co-conspirators, or you can have named ones who don't actually get charged with a crime because the prosecution, in its discretion, decides that they're going to give them a non-prosecution agreement or a cooperation agreement or deferred some kind of agreement, probably, because they need some kind of immunity. So I would expect that we're going to see some of the other witnesses who testify, people who were involved in the enterprise, the racketeering acts, meaning people who, got Cassie when she needed to be pulled back, from trying to get away, or people who procured the baby oil or the drugs or got money to pay the prostitutes, the people involved in the freak-offs. All of those people are, I think, under this, indictment, these charges, could be considered co-conspirators. They're just not charged with the crimes, but I bet we'll see some kind of agreement with them.
Interesting. Jeremy, here's one more for you. Someone else asks, how are they, meaning the prosecutors, how are they going to connect the dots and connect Combs to the charges? That's the million-dollar question.
Yeah, certainly. And a lot of it's going to fall on Cassie's shoulders, but I think you're going to hear a lot more. But not just a person. And you don't want to just rely on a person, especially someone with the prosecution, or pardon me, the defense is going to try to repeatedly poke holes in. So what are you going to see? You've got text messages. You have this whole list, a book of prostitutes, these male and prostitutes that are allegedly involved. You're going to see transactions showing that they were flowing in to wherever the location was from a different state. You're building this pyramid of evidence, and it's building brick by brick. You're going to get up to Sean Combs, allegedly, and this alleged conspiracy and this alleged enterprise that exists. But it's not going to just be on Cassie's shoulders. She may be the most exciting one. I hate to use that term. I don't mean that in a negative way, but salacious one. But there's going to be a lot more.
The lawyer drinking game, every time you heard the word allegedly.
Oh, you got to say allegedly.
There you go. We said it 26 times during the show. There you go. Let me ask each of you this last question, and that is, how difficult do you think the cross needs to be or will be for Cassie Ventura tomorrow? Rapid.
Listen, I think that they have to be very careful, the defense. She's a pregnant woman. I think she's sympathetic, and she's gone through a heck of a lot. And that's corroborated by virtue of the photos and everything else. At the same time, they have to get out without question issues regarding consent, issues regarding whether it was explicit to Sean Diddy Combs, whether she was on board, or whether she just led a freaky lifestyle, which she enjoyed.
Mimi?
In addition to all of that, they also need to walk that line of getting the jury to believe some of her testimony about some of the things she did, because it helps their theory of the case. She engaged in this, these sex parties. She took drugs. She paid prostitutes, but also disbelieve the central part of her testimony about her feeling like she couldn't leave.
Wow. That's a good line. Go ahead.
They've all answered the most important pieces, and I'll take it from a different angle. I think the way it has to be done is very gentle and very easy. You have to get your points and you have to drive them home. But if they proverbially beat her up, they will look no better than their client, and that will go really sideways really quickly. That's going to be the difficult piece for them. I think that's going to be a huge task to make sure they do not alienate a jury that has seen some of the most ugly things that a person can see.
Cutting off your nose is bite your face. Thank you, everyone.